Each year, the Willmar Area Community Foundation is pleased to recognize a couple or family with our Award in Philanthropy honor, which recognizes them for outstanding commitment in both charitable giving, but in charitable gifts of time and talent that make our community a better place. In 2015, we are proud to honor Bob and Patti Dols for their commitment to the quality of life in Candiota County. You can see their impact every day here in our community, and we are incredibly grateful for all that they have done and inspire the rest of us to join them in doing every day.
When I think about why Willmar, I always think about the people. The people in Willmar are always working together to make our community a better place, and it's really amazing the interconnectedness of how we work together to do things that make our community and area just a better place to live.
We found a lot of causes and friends, business associates, and have built the business, kept the headquarters in Willmar, and have enjoyed our time here. Our kids went to school here, got good educations, they're successful, and so we've never even looked at moving to a different place.
When I think about what inspires me, I think about my upbringing and the values of growing up on a farm in a rural community. And that in that environment, it was always about neighbors helping neighbors, friends helping friends. It didn't need to be a lot of effort, sometimes it was just a little effort, but there was an expectation that if you had time or talent or a special gift, that you would share that and help others out.
I was inspired by my dad. He was somewhat of a quiet guy, but when he talked to us, we all listened. And some big 3 points that were big for him was being a Christian, being good to others, and give back to the community. It made an impression on my sisters and brother, and it's been with us all this time. We've been involved in school referendums, been involved with the YMCA organizing, calling on people to give, as well as giving, both our business and ourselves. And then Highway 23 has been one of my pet projects, and there I'm trying to get the West Central Minnesota to be equal with the rest of the state, have a 4-lane, and so that we can grow from an economic development standpoint. We have a lot of people where their goods and services are moved during the night, and it's important to have good transportation in and out to accomplish that.
When I think about giving back with our children and grandchildren, I think of modeling. And I'm hoping as they grow and develop that just little tiny things that they might see us do or their parents do will help them think about giving back and how they can give back. As simple as donating to the food drive at school, but something where they have an investment in their time or their efforts to make a difference for someone else.
I find that if it helps the Willmar area, that's probably the basic priority, because when I look at everything from a park in Spicer to school referendums to barn theaters to amphitheaters, it's, that we always like to take care of the youth and schools, but there is so much that other things. So if it makes Willmar better, it's good for our area, we'll support it somehow, some way.
I think it is relationships, both the support of family and friends, and professional relationships, just the caring and trusting of those relationships and building it. I have been fortunate in my life to have wonderful mentors, and I hope that in some small way I've been able to also mentor other people, but the mentors have made a huge difference in my life and in the success of my life. My hope for the future is that Wilmer continues to provide opportunities for young families to come back and see that they'll have an excellent quality of life in a rural area, and that it keeps our community strong and vibrant. And so I'm just hoping that we continue to do things that entice our young families to come back out to Wilmer and live.
But I'd like Wilmer to continue to grow and keep the quality of life so that there's reasons for people to want to make this their home.
I think in my life, it has always been important to give back, but some of the giving back has been constrained by time. And so as a younger adult, I would say that I had less time and more talent. And so the talents that I did have would include little things like maybe playing the piano for an event, things that I could just share. But I do believe that as you get older and have more time, you have more opportunities to give both of your talent and of your resources. And has it affected me? Yes, because every time I feel I've given back, I've had the wonderful opportunity of making new friends, new relationships, and just really understanding how everyone in our community is passionate to make it better, and the things that they do and the way they look at how to give back and how to make it better is just always a growing experience.
It's just amazing to me when something comes up, a project comes up, how many people get involved and make it happen. And I'm proud to be a small part of that. Having a foundation like the Wilmer Foundation, which is something that for years we did not have, has been a wonderful thing. And there certainly is a lot of needs out there that maybe weren't there years ago.
I would encourage people by saying, just take one little step. One little thing, if it's even as much as helping your neighbor that's a little bit elderly rake the leaves. It only takes one little step, and you will feel so good about the help that you offered or the new friends and new relationships that you build. That's easy then to take the second and third and fourth step.
It's, it can be small things. It can be talent, time, money, and that percentage can change. It's important to keep it moving forward. Well, I feel humbled, number one, because there's so many others that have stepped up and did things before we have and do it in a bigger fashion than we have. But at the same time, I'm very proud to be honored for this, and I enjoy giving back. I get a lot of satisfaction from that each time.
It's a humbling thing, and it is an honor, and it's very much appreciated. But I also agree that there are just so many people in the community that have done so many wonderful things that we are just one small tiny piece of this community fabric, and just enjoy being a part of all of the great people that help make this a great place to live.